What it do, what it do, what it do, good people, coming to you live from Taz TV 410. I'm your host, Taz Dean. Before we get started, I need you to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Listen here, people, I ain't gonna hold you long. No, not at all. Not at all, not at all. I wanted to come to you because I had a nice conversation the other day, right? Name ain't gonna be disclosed, but we had a conversation about junior college. And his son went to junior college, came out in 2012. However, he could have been no. His son came out in 2012, 2013, right? Had to go to junior college. Went to a JUCO. The JUCO was one of the top JUCOs. I'm talking about as far as recruiting. He ain't had to worry about none of that. However, his father said he started drinking and smoking. His father said, I ain't know he got into all that down there. So in return, his grade slipped. So by his grade slip, he couldn't go to a D1. So he ended up going to a Division II school, right? So his pops was a little disappointed. Yeah, his pops was a little disappointed. So so we talking back and forth. So he's talking about the junior college life. And I let him talk. And he like, today my son, he doing good. He got a job, he got a kid. However, the father still sounds like he's still a little disappointed. All right. So this one I come in at, right? I went to junior college, with the prep school, you know what I'm saying, played Division I, played Division II, so I can speak on this. I told him sometimes when you go away to junior college, right, you're gonna prove yourself all over again. You're gonna be around players that you ain't seen, that you probably ain't seen on the circuit. You know what I mean? And if you go in the Midwest, you probably be playing against kids that's from the West Coast and from the Midwest, down south. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times things ain't gonna look familiar. You know, sometimes we leave them home and we going into a situation where it's also is a culture shock. It's a whole culture shock. So you you in a junior college and you down there with another group of guys that feel the same way you do. Don't know nobody. So y'all kind of mend together. However, in the midst of all that, college is about partying. It's about school, but we're gonna be serious. When you go to college, it's parties everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If you play basketball or you play any type of sport, you're gonna get special attention, right? And if you're not used to that attention coming from home and going wherever you go, it could go to your head. Not only will it go to your head, you'll start participating in things that you know otherwise that you probably wouldn't even participate in. And what I mean by that, the smoking, the drinking, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't saw smoking until I went to junior college. My junior college was Shore County in Liberal, Kansas, right? Southwest Kansas. So it's right there on the border of Amarillo, Texas, and things of that nature, right? So you're right there on the line. Down there, and it's not an excuse, but I'm just gonna tell you, I was a kid. I was a kid then, with a bunch of other not a kid, young adults. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna young adults. Still at the age, you're at the age to know right from wrong, what you should be into, what you should get into, what you shouldn't, right? However, let's get back to the story. So his father felt like his father was still felt a little type of way. So what I said to him, I say, sometimes with our kids, our kids ain't gonna do all what we want them to do, things of that nature. They not. We gonna get mad at them. They gonna get mad at us, right? However, when it comes to when it comes to sports, especially when your kid been playing all his life, right? I guarantee you, just the way how you feel, that how it turned out, you may feel disappointed or you may feel frustrated. I guarantee you, he or she feel 3 to 4 times worse. I mean, 3 or 4 times worse than that. I guarantee you. So I tell him, I say, I think you should. I said, I understand your frustration, and I understand, I understand why you feel like that. You feel as though that he should be somewhere. He should be somewhere else. He should be able to chase his goal. That's playing professional ball, right? So he brought up another name, Malcolm Delaney, on how Malcolm Delaney, how his, excuse me, how his career went, how Malcolm was so focused and driven, how he stayed on the right track, even to this day. You know what I'm saying? A straight professional, you know what I mean? Humble. I could go on and on about Malcolm. He do for his community. He giving back, you know. However, I don't want you to, don't never compare yourself to what somebody else doing, because sometimes that's just gonna cause more heartache and pain on you and on your kid, because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. You ain't gonna be able to, it's just gonna come out. It's gonna come out, and then it comes off as, damn, I'm your kid. I'm still your kid, right? You be grown, but it's like, yeah, I'm still your kid. I'm still a piece of you. Is it all about the basketball? You start thinking like that. Is it all about the basketball? And as a parent, and a parent know, like, no, I know it's not all about the basketball. But you still frustrated and you still feel like that. He supposed to be here or she supposed to have been there. And you carry that over to after basketball. Basketball is a small point of your life. It's small. It's small. So if a person didn't succeed or didn't reach the goal that you thought they should have reached, and it was years ago, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Because what it will do, it will cause a wedge in the relationship. Pass the ball didn't stop bouncing. Everybody going on with life, but it's still some friction there because of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because of the game. You don't never want that game to come between real personal relationships. I'm speaking on this right now, and I'm gonna elaborate later on, because we put the talk again. We're gonna put it on. We're gonna record it the next time. I don't want to give y'all the name right now because y'all know I am. But I come and tell y'all this right now because I felt as though this what happened with me and my grandfather. You know, rest his soul, he ain't here today, and I know he proud of me because he told me before he passed away. However, when I went through my thing with my basketball career, he ain't approve of it. I was frustrated because I felt as though they're like, damn, like, we better than this. We was like this, and now we like this. You know? So in return, what I did, I stayed away. I stayed away more. You come back, you don't want to hear your shortcomings. You don't. You should, but at the same time, if I'm a lecture you, I'm gonna say X, Y, Z to you. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah, gotta get it out. Don't hold nothing in. However, it's a time you gotta read the person and say, all right, that's enough. because it's beating on them now. It's getting to them now. It's causing other things. I'm gonna tell y'all about me, man. I didn't know until I spoke to a therapist. I didn't know. I didn't know I was still going through depression from basketball. Again, then I stopped playing down there 10 years ago. 15 years ago, I'm talking about as far as college and this, that, and the third. Been a while. So in the big scheme of things, it's like I'm just getting over the shit. This TED TV, me talking about basketball and things, and how that shit hindered me, and how it helped me, all that shit therapy for me. You got a lot of other players, basketball, football players, sports players. You can see it in sports. When that ball stop bouncing, man, is a whole thing you go through in your head when you've been playing something since you were small till you grown, right? It get to you. So I'm gonna end this right now because I'm gonna come back and I got a nice little interview coming up. So coming live from TED TV. People, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Again, we come with more and more stories. So stay locked in. Holla.